walking up to the ball. So I'm just imagining this, and I want you to kind of play it out with me. So you're carrying your own clubs. You get to your ball, you put your bag down, and you're checking the wind, checking your yardage, and then you commit to the club, right? You know what kind of club you're going to hit. So you pull out your club, you stand behind the ball, you go, and then this is where you start going through your routine. Now, at what point in time do you start to worry about where the ball is going to go in your process, in your routine? Where is that moment? Is it when you're walking into the shot? Is it when you're standing over the ball? When do you start worrying about what's going to happen?
To be honest, I think it's like right like when I'm about to like pull the trigger. It's like,
Oh,
well, like, which way is it gonna go, you know?
okay. So up until that point, you're pretty good. You're going through, you're committed to your process. You're focused on your, your number. You've got a good club in your hand. And right before you initiate the backswing, right before you pull the trigger, that's when you start to have that decommitment, that uncertainty, that fear. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay. So we call it the crucial period to performance, right? Crucial period to performance. We all have a crucial period to our performance. And that split second, that's our crucial period. Some people, some players, their crucial period to performance is they're going through their pre-shot routine, they're behind the ball, they're looking at their target, they're feeling really confident. They take a couple practice strokes behind the ball, they line it up, and as soon as they step into their shot, they're not even over their shot yet. As soon as they step into their shot, all of a sudden that confidence changes to fear. That moment that they step into their shot is their crucial period to performance. But here, Jaden, what you're saying is you feel okay stepping into the shot. You're standing over the ball. You're looking at your target, looking back at the ball. Maybe you look at your target again, look back at your ball. And right before you make the decision to pull the trigger, that's your crucial period of performance. That's when your mind starts to go negative or wander. So that is a moment that we have to protect. That's our crucial period to performance, where we have to have a strategy of distracting the mind, thinking of something neutral, thinking of something that is not going to allow our thoughts and our mind to wander in that crucial period. We have to protect that time. It's a sacred time. So what are those thoughts? Well, some people distract themselves with, I talk about this all the time because it works. Grip pressure scale, GPS.
Can I jump in here for just a second, actually?
Yeah.
So that exact same thing was happening to me today. It was like right at the CP2, right at the trigger point. It was like I just wasn't confident. Like everything up to it, I was like, I already know what I'm doing. I'm ready to go. And then I wasn't for whatever reason. But then I was like, you know what? Just go with what you got. And so I don't know if that would help you along with, the GPS, but having those self-talk phrases and those things that you're saying to yourself just to get through, and then focusing on just that one non-emotionally attached thing, which for this case, yeah, the GPS definitely. But just go with what you got, because it's all you got, man.
So I want to bring up, this is great. So Coach Jay, what worked for you in that CP2, that crucial period to performance, was a phrase that you created that meant something to you. Just go with what you got. That allowed you, it's almost like giving yourself permission in that moment. In that crucial period of performance, you gave yourself permission to just go with what you got. And that allowed you to not stress so much and just commit. So
it's a great way to think about it. Give yourself permission.
Yeah. So it allowed you to kind of commit in that moment. So just go with what you got is a self-talk phrase, is a trigger word or a phrase that you came up with that you use in that crucial period of performance. It doesn't have to be GPS. grip pressure scale. That's just something that the mind to think about tangibly that you can measure and commit to and control. You can use self-talk phrases. You can use trigger points. You know, a lot of times you'll see who's great at this, Lee Trevino or even Matthew Wolf. Like there's crucial period to performance is right before the takeoff. So they kind of they do something to get them in that momentum, you know, so that it's almost like they feel it, and then they're able to kind of mimic that they set their sequence up in the beginning, or they have some type of momentum going, so they're not just standing over the ball static and their mind is just wandering, and then they have to tell themselves to go. Like you have to swing the club, but you're just standing there and you're frozen. You don't know what to do. The mind is wandering and racing, and you don't want to take it back because you have no idea where the ball's going to go. And then you're like frozen, and you try to hit a golf shot from that frozen place. It's so hard. So that's why we have to have a little bit of momentum right in that crucial period with a self-talk phrase, with something to commit to, something to think about that's neutral, that's going to allow us permission to just go, to commit, to swing the club the best we can.